Alexa, what's the weather in Atlanta?
Right now in Atlanta, Georgia, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies.
You guys, I'm gonna link something, and when I look at it, I'm like, darn it, I forgot. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this video, and while I'm talking about it, I'll go ahead and make sure that I link her or her channel. I wonder if I can link it up in the iCard. It's a beautiful day in the A. Welcome back to Juani's World. So it is gorgeous outside, and it's Sunday, and I came to a big box store, and I was like, it's time for me to get some vegetables. Puda told me that they had their sale, and so I came in to pick up some things because you know your girl is going to be farming over here. And so I got some things. I'm gonna share with you what I got, but they had tomatoes, cucumbers, different types of squash, onions. um the herbs were not on sale this week, so I did not get those. My other choice was to go to Pike, but because I was by my mom's, Pike is on the other side of where I live, and so it just made sense to just come and get it while we were here. So I came to this big box store, got what I needed, and we headed out. Of course, I bought some other things like, oh, and I bought some tomatoes, and so I bought some things to the tomato cage and some other things, and then I bought some flowers to begin beautifying my areas. I am going to probably take a trip down to Pike Nurseries, hopefully over the weekend, and we'll see what they have. And so they had a lot of great buys here. I started to get those plants right there. Those are perennials. I remember growing up and we used to play like those were grapes. A kid's imagination. And so I was going to get those, and then I put them back because I'm not quite sure of where I wanted to place them in the backyard. They also had some soil on sale, some potting soil, and so I got that. Then I went back home and started to complete my dinner. So before I left, I put a lamb breast in the crock pot, seasoned it, and had it cooking for 6 hours. And then now I am going to create my Le Creuset potatoes au gratin. It is so easy. These are white russet potatoes. You can also use red potatoes in here. I washed them very well and make sure that there was no dirt or anything on these potatoes. And I am slicing them maybe like an inch slices. I don't want it too thin, but I want it like thin enough so that it will hold up to what we're going to be using it, and when you cut into it, that it holds its shape. So right here I actually use 4 medium-sized potatoes. I will also use some red onions. If you have white onions, that is fine. Some garlic is in here. Even if you had some leeks, leeks would be incredible in this dish. I did not have any, but I'm slicing my onions up very nicely, nice dice sizes, not too large but not too small either. So we're gonna slice this up. Now I never use an entire onion when I'm making recipes. I will use maybe like a quarter of an onion and dice it, not unless I need it for it's something big, I will use a whole onion. But majority of the time, I'm using portions of the onions, and I think I get more bang for my buck that way. Then here I am seasoning up my potatoes because I don't know about yours, but mine don't come already seasoned. So I'm using some garlic seasonings, a garlic spice, this slap your mama seasoning, some pepper, paprika. I use a little bit of garlic pepper and onion powder, garlic powder and onion powder. Rub it all together, and then I use some black pepper. I'm not putting any other salt in this dish because the slap your mama is already has salt in there. But we're going to use butter, and so the butter is salted. So I'm going to mix all this in together, add in my onions, making sure that all of those seasonings are rubbed over each piece of vegetable in this bowl. And then we're gonna get our saucepan ready because now we're going to begin working on our cheese mix. So I'm bringing over my Le Creuset brasserie here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to place the potatoes in the bottom of the pan and around the pan in a circular fashion. You'll see here I'm using some butter just to grease the bottom of the pan. Now this is not necessary, but it also adds a great flavor to your bottom layer of potatoes, and it also helps with the browning of the potatoes. It's sort of like a crust, but it doesn't get like overly brown. And so you see I'm placing the potatoes on the bottom level, and then I will begin overlapping the potatoes in the same fashion. Really easy to do. I love this pan because it cooks very evenly. And if you use any Le Creuset type of dinnerware, you know that it is known for insulating your foods, whether it's meats or you're baking, you're using some type of quiche or anything that you're doing in any of their pans. The top is what causes all of the condensations, and it helps all the juices flow, and it flows right back into that dish that you're making. So you're gonna see how this entire side dish comes together. It looks beautiful in this pan. This is going to make a beautiful presentation if you was having a dinner party. Something that looks a little bit fancy, but not really. Like you've been in the kitchen all day long and it's only been a couple of minutes. I like those types of meals. So you see I placed the onions here on top, and then I am in my saucepan. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna let that begin to milk, and then I'm adding some evaporated milk. I use the entire can of evaporated milk, and I have my saucepan on medium. So I'm going to add here, this is a little bit of cumin, and then I'm going to add maybe like a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. That really enriches the flavor in this dish. And so I put a little bit of that in, and then we're gonna whisk it all together. Now, the type of cheeses that I would recommend for this, I'm using cheddar and Parmesan, but a Gouda would be amazing. A Gouda with a Parmesan, a Gouda with a cheddar. If you had a white, sharp cheddar cheese, usually you can get those from Aldi's. You get that shredded, and go ahead and put that into your milk mixture. And just, you have to watch this because you don't want your mixture to burn. So right here I am having the milk beginning to simmer, and then I will add in the cheese. You see here on top, I'm adding some Parmesan cheese to the top of our potatoes, and then I will add just a tad bit of the cheddar cheese on top, just so that it can help with the browning. Adding in the cheese into our milk mixture, whisking it together, and once it begins to thicken, we'll remove the pan from the stove and we will pour our mixture over our assembled potatoes. So the last secret ingredient that I'm going to add is about a tablespoon of mayonnaise. I love me some Duke's mayonnaise. I think Duke's makes everything better. So I add in my mayonnaise, and it's just eggs and oil. And that is a great thickener. And once it begins to kind of cool off, you will see that it will definitely make a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sauce for the potatoes. So now I've added some cheddar cheese on top, and now we're going to pour over our cheese mixture. Make sure that we get it all over in the middle, all around the sides, and all of the nooks and crannies. And guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. I really wish you guys were here to smell it and to taste it. But guys, it is going to be so good. It looks good already. We're going to put this into the oven. We're going to place our lid on top, place it into the oven for 40 minutes at 400 degrees. And when it comes out, it is definitely going to take your breath away. And then lastly, I remembered I added paprika. So we add the paprika and that's it. And that's just for color, you know. So now we're taking her out. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, guys. It is gorgeous. We let it sit for about 10 minutes. It thickens up, and this is what it looks like. So we have string beans, the lamb breast, and our Le Creuset potatoes au gratin, guys. I hope you guys try to make this. You will definitely love it. Even if you don't have a Le Creuset set, you can get a cast iron set. I could even say you could do this in an iron pan or some type of pot. All right, guys. So today is Monday. I'm just getting out of the bath, and I feel so good. I'm so relaxed, and so I was going to put on my moisturizers and things, and I was like, "Oh, girl, you never told them what you thought about your Tatcha sample." So you guys remember last month, I believe it was, I got these samples from Tatcha. I used a gift card that I had received, and this is one of the things that I got out of the gift card. I mean, by purchasing with the gift card. And so I have the rice water cleanser, and then I have the matcha cleanser. This one right here is a little bit thicker. This one is a lot thinner. So I've tried both of them. My skin definitely is clean. It feels very refreshed, but I will tell you, you need a moisturizer because I almost feel like my skin is stripped. But you need, once you have a cleanser, majority of the time you do need a moisturizer. I will try the Tatcha, the moisturizer that goes with it, to see how like the entire system together. So we'll see how that works. So this moisturizer here, but before I do that, this is my ordinary. I realized right here, y'all, I must have scratched myself in my sleep. I can't blame Oliver for doing that, because we got his claws trimmed. But I'm like, I saw that earlier today, and I'm assuming that I did that in my sleep. So this is just some shea butter, because we don't want that to become a permanent mark. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my moisturizer on. You guys know I use the Ordinary moisturizer. And then I'm also going to put this this serum. This is from the Ordinary also, and this is to reduce like hyperpigmentation, things like that, dark spots. And so you just dab a little bit, a couple little droplets. And you just moisturize it into your skin. Now this right here, I use twice a day. In the morning and in the evening. And when you use it in the morning, you need to apply a sunscreen. All right, so this is my skin for tonight. And then I was thinking, like, what kind of fragrance did I want to put on? Mr. B's like, you always smell so good. You're so soft. And so y'all know I use the gel lotion. Gel baby oil. I love that stuff. I put it on while my skin is still wet. And I just massage it and let it absorb into my skin. And it feels softer than a baby's bottom. It does. My skin. I'm real soft, y'all. But smelling good. I'm always putting on something. So I looked over here on my shelf, and I had these samples. And the samples are samples that I had gotten when I used to have my Scentbird subscription. And I still have some over there. But what I am going to put on tonight is just a little bit left. And this is the Michael Kors Wanderlust. Look at that. So typically if you had a Scentbird subscription, I think mine's the one that I had, I think I started when it was $8. And I got 2 for $16. And then it got like 1 for $16. And I was like, okay, it's not worth it anymore. But this is a 30-day supply. If you wear this every day, but I wore different things with them. So tonight I am going to use the last little bit of my Michael Kors Wanderlust. Oh, that smells so good, y'all. Ooh, yes, yes. Just a little bit. And I have just maybe a squirt or two left of that one. So I have this one. This was obviously a oldie but goodie. I like that one. There's none left. This one right here. This was a Dolce & Gabbana, the one. This smelled really, really good. And I kept these because I wanted to actually purchase the larger bottle of these that are empty. This one right here was an oldie, MCM. That's how much of that one is left. I don't even remember what that smells like anymore. Let's see. I'm assuming I liked it. Oh yeah. It's a little, it smells very mature. It smells very mature, but I do remember back in the day, and I know I've worn it, but right now, to me, it smells very mature. This one right here is Christian Siriano. I love his fragrances, and this is Silhouette. And then I had another one by Christian Siriano. No, this. Okay, that's Christian Siriano. This is Catherine Maldonado. This one was very good also. And I need to use this one up. Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. Of course, that one is gone. And then This one was my all-time favorite. I shared this guys with you guys. I shared this one with you. This is Nest Wild Poppy. This is when I first ran across it and instantly went crazy. I remember on the site when I went to select my next month subscription, I couldn't have this a month, like back-to-back months. So I would like kind of skip a month or two, and then I knew this was coming. So good. So I got tired. When I stopped that subscription, I went and bought this, and y'all know I'm like on my third bottle. Love this. It's this time of year that I really indulge in it. So love Nest Wild Poppy. And yeah, so those are some of my favorite scents that I picked up from Scentbird. I think they still have the subscription service. I'm not sure if it's popular, because you guys remember in the early days of me having my channel, all the subscriptions were very, very popular. And I think it kind of went out during the panoramic. And so people that wasn't important to people or whatever. And so I think I probably ended my subscriptions in 2018 or so. But yeah, love that. I really did like the Scentbird because it gave me the opportunity to try different scents, and if I didn't like it, you could send it back and get another one. You wasn't stuck with it, and you got to try different scents, things that you were interested in. Like a lot of times in magazines, when they send you the little paper samples, and I'm like, okay, I wonder what that would smell like on me all day. And then I would like go on there, and that will be one of my selections that I put in my monthly selection. So if you're interested in Scentbird, go and look it up and see if it's something that you'll be interested in. I know at one time they would always have like specials going on. So go and check it out. Like I stated, it's an easy way and an inexpensive way for you to try a new fragrance and not be married to it, because a lot of times once you open a fragrance, it's yours. It's yours. So you don't have to worry about that here, and the amount of money that you're spending is very minimal. So I'm gonna put these back up and figure out what we're gonna get into. You see, I put on my nice cozy pajamas. I'm gonna roll my hair. Last night, it didn't hold. It looks so pretty today. It always does. But today was kind of dreary and rainy. And so it got wet. Well, it was just dreary and wet. So it just went to the dog. So I'm going to roll it up again. And then we're going to watch us some TV, see what's happening. I think I might watch some YouTube. I see Nat Matt Rich just put out a video, so I'm gonna sit back and watch her. If you have not checked her out, her channel, I think it's Nat Matt Rich Styles. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna link it. I know I always tell you guys I'm gonna link something, and when I look at it, I'm like, darn it, I forgot. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this video, and while I'm talking about it, I'll go ahead and make sure that I link her or her channel. I wonder if I can link it up in the icon. We're gonna see what we can do. But I love her personality, and so I'm gonna watch and see what she has going on. Like I say, a lot of you guys who have channels, I be wanting to see your stuff, but of course YouTube unsubscribed, so I don't get notifications. So when I see them, I always go back and resubscribe to the channels, and that has happened several times with a lot of you guys, and it happened with her as well. So I'm gonna see what she has going on, and I will see you guys when I come back. Alexa, what's the weather in Atlanta?
Right now in Atlanta, Georgia, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Throughout the day you can expect more of the same, with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. All right, so I have made me a couple of sausages, and I'm going to make me some scrambled eggs, and that's gonna be my breakfast for today. I also received some packages, so this will be on another video that we have coming up. So I got some packages here. I went into the garage because I was looking at the news, and they was talking about how snake bites and have been up here in Georgia. Last year, I think there was like 500. Now I think there's like 3,000. So that prompted me to go in my garage and look for my snake away. I just opened this one, but I wanted to see if it was safe for pets, because Oliver goes outside now that we have the back enclosed. And so and I just did some research, and it is, I put some in the garage near the door on the outside of the door. I'm going to put some around the perimeter where he can't go, and then I put some in the front door. I smell it. It smells like it here. And then I saw on Amazon these snake repellent balls. I'll probably have to order them. I need to see if they're available somewhere else, if I can actually get them. And then I was like, oh, I had this kind of snake away too. And this is the spray kind. Plant, people, and pet safe. So this one says plant, people, and pet safe. So I might spray this in some of the areas, like by the trash can where I saw the snake last year, up underneath the trash can. I'm gonna put it all up there because Oliver doesn't go over there. So I'm gonna do that over there. And where the table is right now, I will probably spray this and not use the petals. And then I'll probably go outside of the gate on the other side and sprinkle some over there on one side, and then around the gate, the perimeter of the outside, and do that. And then I'll spray it because I don't want no problems. And I probably, since this one right here is pet safe, I will do it on both levels. And then I saw some, like I said, on Amazon, some balls that you can put out. So the reviews are good. My mom probably needs some over by her house. Also, I think they're like $24. I saw some that were higher, but the reviews on this one was good. It had like 300 and something reviews, and they were pretty good. So, because y'all know we don't want no problems with no anacondas. I'm not for it this year. So, I want to, yeah, so we're going to see how those things work, because I do want to be able to be outside more and to take my laptop outside. Although we have not started the cleanup process out there, we will be doing that. And I'm like, this weekend would have probably been a good weekend to do that, but I'm getting my hair done. So I definitely don't want to be out there. I will not be out there Saturday for sure. Sunday I might wrap it up or whatever. and we might get out there, depending on what the weather is like. I also want to, I need to show you guys what I picked up when I went to Lowe's with my mom. I did pick up some vegetables, and I picked up these beautiful flowers. I need to probably get some more. And I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff that I picked up last year, that are still in boxes. I had to put them out there because I didn't have any room in my garage, but they're out there. Things that are in boxes that I bought last year off season. Right here, I have an outdoor gas patio heater that we picked up at the end of the season or the beginning. Maybe it was in January. We picked it up because they had a really good sale. Wish I would have got two, but I got one. Yeah, but there's several things out there that I have to share with you guys that I've gotten, and I put them up under the gazebo. I need to order a new gazebo top because that one is shredded, so I need to order that. And yeah, so in the next week or two, we will be out there getting the backyard ready. Poodle wants to have some of her bridesmaids over here, and we'll probably do it the day that we go shopping for their dresses, like we were supposed to have done this past week and ended up finding her dress. It was supposed to happen that way. I'm convinced it was supposed to happen that way. And so we'll probably do something like that and have them over here. So I really need to get the backyard done and have it presentable the way that I want to. So this will definitely be a process now that we have the stairs. I do need to go to the Dollar Tree and hopefully find the large bottle of, what's that, bleach that I used to get all the time. And it's great for like your concrete. So that's what I want to use, because one of the stairs seemed kind of off colored because of the Georgia clay. And I'm going to kind of bleach that one back. And then, you know, we have to pressure wash. We need to pressure wash the walls, and then we also need to stain the fence. The fence, we've had it now for the end before Thanksgiving, so like December, January, February, March, so about 4 months. So I think that it probably has gotten acclimated to the environment. And I'm going to stain it. And I'm not going to stain it the red color that I used for the fence that goes across, like the picket fence. I'm going to do it a more of a natural color. So it'll be slightly darker, just like a slight darkness, but nothing too dramatic, you know, because I do love the natural color of it, and I just want to protect it. And like that is a task that we will probably have to do like every 2 years or so. So that is on my list. But like I say, when you have a house, there's always tasks that has to be done and taken care of. And that's why there's always something for you to do. Always something going on when you own a home. So here we go. This is my breakfast. Put these items in the dishwasher, and I'm going to go back up here and get some work done. But before I go back upstairs, I want to quickly share with you guys what I picked up from Lowe's. So I'm going to take you guys outside. Then I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. Okay, so here's the back. Told y'all it's a mess back here. But I bought zucchini squash, red bell peppers, and this one here is some tomatoes. I also got a tomato fence. So I have that, and these are the flowers that I picked up. Aren't they beautiful? They're gonna be so pretty. Told you guys I had boxes down here. It's a fire pit, it's a table. I have some stuff, and I'm not gonna show you the monstrosity because the elements have definitely messed up the tarp here. But all of this is gonna be gone. We're moving this, but yeah. So those flowers are so pretty. So pretty. I'm excited. Look at the Adiba. Yeah, it's windy out here. It's a little chilly. It's supposed to be get up to like 78 degrees right now. It doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I'm really excited for the plans for the backyard. All right, y'all. So this is Juani of Juani's World signing off. I think I shared a lot with you guys today. A lot is happening over here in my world. And if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's World. Over here, I share my life living in Atlanta in my 50s, and I'm taking it one day at a time. If you'd like to partake on this journey with me, I would love for you to join my family over here, and you can do so by hitting that subscribe button twice. That way you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. So you want to know what's happening over here at Juani's World? Let me show you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.